Have you ever noticed you can manifest little things like parking spot when you need it, or randomly thinking about someone and then they text you? But when it comes to money, bigger opportunities, or the life you actually want, things start to suddenly feel inconsistent. You start making progress, but then something inside holds you back. You procrastinate, you second guess everything, and you lose momentum. If this sounds familiar, you're not bad at manifestation. There's actually a very specific reason this is happening, and almost no manifestation advice talks about it. Hi, I'm Danielle Gray, a manifestation coach who specializes in nervous system regulation and subconscious reprogramming, and I help women expand their capacity to hold the life they want. And one of the most important things I've learned from working with clients is this: you don't manifest what you are, you manifest what your nervous system has the capacity to hold. Once you understand that, a lot of things about manifestation suddenly make sense. Remember when I first started noticing this pattern in my life? I could manifest little things all I wanted: gifts, good news, free upgrades, parking spots, random opportunities, even small amounts of money or sporadic large amounts of money. And I would think to myself, okay, this is working. I can do it. This is amazing. But when it came to things that were a little bit bigger that I wanted, financial stability, bigger opportunities, a different kind of life for me and my family, things felt way harder than they should have. And then I would go through these weird cycles. I'd feel excited and motivated, and I'd start making progress. And then suddenly I'd procrastinate or feel overwhelmed or question everything I was doing. And at the time, I thought it meant something was wrong with me. Like maybe I wasn't disciplined enough, or maybe my mindset wasn't strong enough, or I needed better time management skills. But what I eventually realized is that my nervous system just wasn't ready for that level of change. Your brain is designed to keep your life familiar and predictable. Not necessarily successful and not necessarily exciting, just familiar. Familiarity equals safety. So when you start moving towards a version of your life that feels different from what you're used to, your nervous system can interpret that as a threat, even if the direction you're going is ultimately going to make your life better and easier. And even if it's something that you consciously want. And this is when things like this start to happen. You procrastinate, you overthink, you suddenly feel too exhausted, you question everything, and you stop right before the finish line. Hands up if you're a 90% girl. And most people interpret these reactions as personal failure, but often it's just your nervous system trying to bring your life back to what feels normal. This is also why people can manifest small things very easily. A parking spot doesn't really change your identity. It doesn't change your lifestyle. It doesn't even change how people see you. Your nervous system has the capacity for that level of change. But doubling your income, starting a successful business, being more visible, being known for somebody who makes a difference in the world, that changes a lot, and your responsibilities will change. Your identity changes with that. Your relationships might even change. Your daily life will probably look totally different too. So your nervous system asks a very simple question: is this safe? If the answer is not yet, your subconscious will create resistance, not because you're broken, but because your system hasn't adapted yet. So the goal is to adjust what your nervous system sees as safe. I see this with clients all the time. Someone will come to me saying, I know exactly what I want. They've read the books, they've done the journaling, they've tried the affirmations, they've probably even worked with a coach. They understand manifestation intellectually, but they still feel like something inside them is holding them back. And when we start looking deeper, we usually find patterns like they get very close to success and then suddenly lose momentum, or they receive an opportunity and immediately feel overwhelmed, or things start going well and then they unconsciously create chaos somewhere else in their life. Those patterns are almost always connected to capacity. Manifestation isn't just about thinking differently. It's about expanding what your mind and body consider normal. And that's why so much of my work focuses on nervous system regulation, subconscious reprogramming, and identity shifts. Because when your nervous system learns that success is actually safe, your external results start changing much more easily. And once people understand this concept, the next question they usually ask is, okay, but why do we sabotage success when we're actually close to it? Because if your nervous system is trying to restore familiarity, that explains a lot of those moments where things are going well and then suddenly everything starts to fall apart. So in the next video in this series, I'm going to break down exactly why that happens. But before you go, if you're curious what might actually be blocking your manifestation right now, I created a short quiz that helps you identify your specific subconscious or nervous system block. It only takes like 2 minutes and it'll give you a personalized recommendation for what to do next. You'll find the link for the quiz below this video. And if you already know you want deeper subconscious work, you can also apply for a custom subliminal audio designed specifically for your goals, your experience, and you can apply for a custom subliminal audio bundle that includes a custom subliminal, a guided meditation, and a customized implementation workbook designed specifically for your goals, your experiences, your triggers, and anything else that we could possibly rope into there. These are personalized audios that help reprogram the subconscious beliefs and patterns that are keeping your current reality in place. Both of those links are below the video, and I will see you in the next one.